Well, it is time to begin the Om Choir. I have set a model for all of us that in the beginning, in the first 15 or 20 minutes, we learn to teach the body consciousness how to sing. And it's not so easy because there are many parts of the body that have to learn the technique or techniques of singing. There is, of course, the mouth, the jaw, the tongue, the chest, and most importantly, the diaphragm, this huge, strong muscle here. So we begin the Om Choir by humming, because when we hum, we cannot harm the vocal cords. Very good. Now we're going to move up the scale like this. When you get to the higher notes, in your mind, feel that there are many notes above that. So this one is not very difficult. So because some of you are beginning to struggle with the highest note, we have an exercise to teach the body how to use the diaphragm, because the diaphragm is the most critical instrument in singing. It can soar. When we're running out of breath, we can use it to continue the note. It is the most powerful help we have. So the way that we approach it is by, first of all, taking a quick sniff through the nose. Why do we take that sniff through the nose? Well, because we cannot use the mouth. The mouth has to sing. So it's a quick sniff like this, which expands the diaphragm tremendously. So take that quick sniff now and feel the diaphragm expand. You have to take a good quick sniff, very deep, but fast. And then, to show you how the diaphragm works, we have an exercise that everyone seems to love. Ha! 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 Okay, one suggestion. We don't have to close and open the mouth. We should have the mouth wide open so the sound can come out purely. Now, how do we control that? By the tongue. If the tongue is blocking the sound, then we cannot get the pure music out. The tongue has to lie, the tip of the tongue gently against the back of the lower teeth. Wide open mouth. Okay, let me take two people who don't quite have it yet. This is such a powerful organ, this diaphragm. Now, you put your hand here because the lower three ribs have to open when you take the breath. Feel it?
Yes.
Now here, we don't push the diaphragm out, we pull it in. Ha! 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 Got it?
Yes.
Okay. And you. Now I want to tell you that also no one can crush the diaphragm. Not the strongest person in this room can move the diaphragm. So I'm going to take a breath. You feel how the rib goes out? Mm-hmm. Ha, ha, ha. Simply that. Mm-hmm. Good. Why do I say that? Because you have filled the lungs and the lower part of the lungs with so much air that it's like a balloon that you cannot crush. Anyone who would like to try it is welcome to come up and try to crush my ribs. But if you don't want to do that, what we're going to do is do the ha again. Now, the first thing, mouth wide, as wide open as possible. Secondly, the tip of the tongue gently against the lower back of the lower teeth. Thirdly, the use properly, yes, correct, of the diaphragm. Pulling it in, and we don't have to jerk it in, we can move it gently. And when we are singing, we control the diaphragm very carefully because we don't want to give all that energy away at once. It can go in, so we learn how to use the diaphragm when we're singing. The most important aspect is that it will support all the high notes. And therefore, we don't have to be stressing ourselves to reach those high notes. So let's start a little bit higher. Yes, male voices and contraltos or altos can take an octave lower. No, 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 no. So next note, no. No. Remember to use the diaphragm now. You need it. No. No, no, well, we have an excellent group tonight. So now we're going to work a bit with intervals and intervallic relationships. What is the relationship of a tonic or a bass note to a fifth? So we have to break up the group. So we'll start with the tonic or the bass note. And then the fifth. So let's go now with a triad, 3 notes. Right here. Okay, full chord, 4 notes. How about that? We have a choir. Okay, so I want to do one with the soprano in the third. Not dum bum bum bum, but bum 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 bum. We'll try it. What we have to do now is not concentrate any longer on the voice itself. Our work now is to go so deeply within that we can feel the unity of soul with soul. The joy that is present in this Om choir tonight. The realization that we are all one. and essentially all divine. If we can try to touch the inner being, perhaps beginning with the person on either side of you, and extending the consciousness to envelop the entire sacred body, we are making progress. There is no ego allowed. It's thrown out of the room. There is no mind allowed, because the mind cannot judge this music. And there should be also no shyness if we are truly all one. So how I begin the Om choir is by asking anyone for a note, any note. And as soon as that note is sounded, all of us open to the divine presence and ask him to sing through this sacred body. This is not easy, of course, because there is the ego, and the ego has to be left outside also. We are simply instruments for the divine presence to sing through his transformative music. That is nowhere else in the world except in the Om choirs. When we are in meditation, we are all ourselves, growing up, having an experience perhaps, coming back down, and we're the same as we were. Mother tells us this. So the important thing, the only important thing, is oneness, a supreme unity, allowing the divine presence to sing on any note he desires. And we have already experienced how many notes we have in this human body, from deep bass sounds to the highest soprano soaring notes. So I ask now, let me tell you first, we do 3 ohms seated, and for the last ohm we stand. And we are so united that experiences happen again and again every week. And people tell me how they have changed because of the Om choir. But it's because of the Om, which the Mother tells us is the voice of the divine, that has such a power, it can change the world if we are truly united as a sacred body. May I have a note from anyone? Yes, I heard only one good bass, and I know there are many more here. Om. May I hear the man? Now I ask for a few lines from Savitri, from anyone.
Compelled, fate-driven, earth-born race. O petty adventurers in an infinite world, and prisoners of a dwarf humanity, how long will you tread the circling tracks of mind around your little self and petty things, but not for a changeless littleness were you meant?
Not for a changeless littleness were we meant, do you see? May I have a note? Unfortunately, I'm hearing some unpleasant tones. And that is because we have to form the Om with our lips so that it's the purest sound we can utter. Yes, that is correct. Because through the perfect pronunciation of Om, the vibration is most powerful. And it is a mantra. May I have a few lines from Savitri? May I have a note? May I have a few lines from Savitri?
She is the golden bridge, the wonderful fire, the luminous heart of the unknown is she, a power of silence in the depths of God. She is the force, the inevitable ward, the magnet of our difficult ascent, the sun from which we kindle all our suns, the light that leans from the unrealized vasts, the joy that beckons from the impossible.
Can I hear that with all of us who feel that extraordinary invocation of the Divine Mother? She is the force, all of us, the inevitable word, the magnet of our difficult ascent, the sun from which we kindle all our suns, the light that leans from the impossible, the joy that beckons from the impossible, the light of all that never yet came down. This is the Divine Mother. It is time to stand for our last Om. This is a moment when the Divine Presence will touch every soul here. We must be humble. We must be grateful. And we must surrender to that which we feel is the highest. We don't have to name it. But we have to give ourselves in joy to the highest. May I have a note?